From OpenAI's call to master AI tools as the new form of coding to NVIDIA's rise as the backbone of AI factories, the future's here, and anyone who's self-teaching themselves software engineering, AI, and machine learning engineering, you want to pay attention. What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Zeus, and I'm back with another video. If this is your first time at the channel, just know I greatly appreciate you. Why don't you go ahead and hit subscribe? We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. We're taking it the humble route. So today we're looking at the constant AI revolution that's changing everything that we thought we knew. So, I try to do my best, giving you guys updates on AI and different technology and things like that. But, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, he sat down with Strat Cherry, with Ben Thompson, and they were just essentially having an interview about building a consumer technology company. And what I found was so interesting is that Sam is telling high school graduates to master AI tools because it's the new coding. Also, we're going to be looking at how AI literacy is blowing up on LinkedIn with companies like Apple and Meta. They're offering massive salaries. And NVIDIA, they're not just about graphic cards anymore, not just about video games. They're building the future of AI. And like I've said before, I'm self-teaching myself software engineering and AI and machine learning. So if you're like me, this news is really beneficial. So first we can look at Sam Altman. He recently told Ben Thompson about coding or the types of tools that are needed. So Ben Thompson was essentially asking in this interview, let me scroll down real quick. On behalf of my daughter, she's graduating from high school this year. What career advice do you have for a graduating senior from high school? And Sam says the obvious tactical thing is just getting really good at using AI tools. Like when I was graduating as a senior from high school, the obvious tactical thing was getting really good at coding. And this is the new version of that. And, I totally agree. Just by seeing the trajectory of how AI is just advancing constantly, and even the amount of information I'm putting out there, I'm seeing how rapidly it's moving, right? But from what I'm understanding, coding is still a necessary skill. I'm personally learning right now Python, but just learning Python is not gonna have you set. You gotta be really proficient in Chat GPT. You got to be proficient in cloud. You got to be proficient in GitHub, Copilot. All these different things can literally write code faster than we can type. So Sam Altman, he's basically saying that the future is just about writing code. It's about using AI to create solutions, right? So someone like myself who's self-teaching themselves these things, this is huge because I don't need a fancy degree to jump into this space. I can use AI to build apps or debug code in hours and not weeks. And this is going to be extremely beneficial, especially with you and Verse and the types of things that I'm looking to get into with that, right? So, like, imagine you're designing a video game. AI will essentially allow you to whip up the logic, right, and suggest the different types of graphics needed, and even optimize and streamline it. If I was anybody right now, I would just start experimenting with all the different AI tools out there. Prompt engineering, knowing how to talk to AI is really, really key. It's not just, oh, go into ChatGPT and ask them whatever. You have to actually know how to talk to it so it can be as extremely beneficial to you as possibly can, right? I've learned a thing or two about prompt engineering, so that's why I'm able to do a lot of things more faster. Right. So trying to talk about jobs now. I just did some research on LinkedIn. All right. LinkedIn just dropped some statistics that is saying that essentially AI literacy is one of the fastest growing skills out there. You know, people are trying to learn the AI basics, and people like Meta, Apple are throwing money at talent. If you guys remember my previous video, Tim Cook, right, the CEO of Apple, literally said that he's investing how many billions into infrastructure so we can get more people to learn about AI or just learning about the tech industry and different things like that. I had a video about it, right? So we can always say, different things, but all these guys are literally day in and day out saying why this tool is extremely important, right? AI is literally everywhere, right? If you think about now, AI for Apple, right? That now they have Apple intelligence. It's not artificial intelligence, it's Apple intelligence. And Siri is getting more and more smarter, and if you think about it, even smaller companies need AI professionals or AI tools to help them optimize and streamline some of their products and services. And again, you don't need a PhD to learn how to use AI properly. AI literacy is like knowing how models work or using pre-built AI tools work. Just even having basic understanding of those types of things can get you in the door, right? And again, if you're self-learning, if you're self-teaching yourself like myself, Python, TensorFlow, you can learn all these things on YouTube and GitHub. And honestly, it's paying off because now I can look at certain code and I'm like, oh, okay, they were trying to get an input. They were looking at different loops, different things like that. So at least the language is a little bit more resonating with me now, right? So sometimes I'll get on YouTube and just look up what software engineers are doing, a day in the life of a software engineer, like looking up some coding examples that they're putting out, and it's actually making sense, right? Right? And there's so many different places to learn about AI. Khan Academy, Fast.ai, LinkedIn Learning has so many different courses you can take. Don't fall victim of not trying to put yourself ahead of the curve. You gotta learn the lingo, learn the languages, build small projects, and get your portfolio up. You know, the future is literally wide open if you can start grabbing the skills now. And then also, what I wanted us to look at is, let me pull this up. So at their conference, the GTC conference, CEO Jensen Huang said that they're no longer just a graphics chip maker. They're looking to be the operating system of AI factories. Now, what does that mean? They're building the hardware like GPUs and the softwares like CUDAs to power every AI app out there. Now, if you guys remember, when I was talking about Saudi Arabia and their city, their AI city Neom, I'm like, listen, we don't have anything like that in America. Now, Jensen, NVIDIA looks like they're trying to do exactly what I said we didn't have, right? And this is pretty big because every company will have an AI factory essentially putting out custom models for healthcare, cars, you name it, and I guess in his question and answer segment, he says software development's evolving and NVIDIA is going to be the backbone. Again, for people who are self-teaching themselves AI, machine learning, and stuff like that, like myself, this is gold. If you can learn some of the tools that NVIDIA has, you can optimize models or build apps that companies will need. Think about the future. Think about the future, right? NVIDIA has like some free, developer resources online. Try CUDA. It's the programming platform that NVIDIA uses. Or you can run a model in their GPUs if you got one. It's a niche skill, but it'll definitely make you stand out. NVIDIA's betting big, but if I were you, I'd try to ride that wave. Now, lastly, how do OpenAI and NVIDIA tie into the future? I'm constantly telling you guys, pay attention to the tech sector. So many different things are happening. So many people are scared, but never forget, chaos is usually the best time for certain types of opportunities. AI is not just a tool, it's the foundation of what's next. Now, if you look globally, if you look at some of my previous videos, I've talked about China's DeepSeek, how they're dropping insane models like the DeepSeek R1, which is an open source and rival to Sam Altman's OpenAI. And it's extremely, and they're, they're, you know, using it for way less. Then you have China also has Manus AI is teaming up with Alibaba to make AI agents that run businesses. Then again, Saudi Arabia's Neom, an AI-powered city with smart everything from traffic to energy. This is a global race, people. For self-learners, it's a buffet of opportunity. I can contribute to DeepSeek's open source code. I can build tools for Neom or optimize models on NVIDIA's tech. AI is becoming decentralized. Anyone with a laptop and hustle can jump in, right? In my honest opinion, in the next 5 years, every job is going to touch AI. And those people who self-teach themselves now, they're going to be the ones that lead the pack. So if you want some action steps from me, play with AI tools. Use ChatGPT or DeepSeek's free models and learn about prompt engineering. Learn AI basics. Watch YouTube tutorials on machine learning. Build a tiny project. That's all you need to start. Explore NVIDIA. Look more into the CUDA documents. Try to get some knowledge about how their hardware can give you an edge. And go global, man. Contribute to open source like DeepSeek or follow Neom's updates. You got to get in early, man. But honestly, let me know what you guys think, man. I'm going to keep trying to give you guys as much information about technology, AI, software engineering, machine learning. Anytime I come across some news, I'll try to break it down to you to the best of my ability, man. Do you think AI is going to replace coding? Are you jumping in on NVIDIA's train on how they want to be power all these AI factories? Comment below. I'm all ears. If this helped, if you saw some value in it, hit that like button, hit the bell notification bell so you always get notified when I drop a video, and subscribe, man. We're on our way to 2,000 subscribers. And never ever forget, it's you and I verse. Information, application, execution. Anytime I drop some knowledge, try to apply it and then execute it. Until next time, peace.